TheDraftSociety.com presents a Premier League Draft Fantasy Podcast. Welcome to the Key Pass Collective, your exclusive source for the information, analysis, and advice you need to dominate your fantasy leagues. Come on in. We've been expecting you.
What's up, draft heads? Welcome into the Key Pass Collective. We're the audio companion to the Draft Society website. If you've never been, check out the site. We've got everything you could possibly need to dominate this EPL draft fantasy football game. From our extensive draft kit, player rankings, and team previews over the summer, to our dependable weekly in-season content, including waiver wire articles, Sleepers 11, projected lineups, and extensive sortable stats. We've got the most comprehensive coverage of the draft game, hands down. And check out the Inner Circle, our subscriber-only section on the site. There, you'll find absolute gems like the set piece taker tracker, weekly rest of season rankings, projected player scores, and so much more. Plus, sign up for the season and you'll get the Fantasy Toolkit, our crown jewel, which links to your Fantrax ID and gives you bespoke information for your league, like waiver pickups, trade targets, a matchup projection between you and your opponent, and that's just the start. You'll have to check it out. And if you join the Inner Circle, don't forget to join the exclusive Discord where all the best minds in the EPL draft fantasy game come together to offer advice. It all starts at thedraftsociety.com. Check it out today. Without further ado, let's get to the show. Hey everybody, welcome in. KPC, I'm Joe. How's it going? So happy to be here. You guys like that? Yeah, it worked pretty good, right? That's good. Yeah, it just gave me a little incentive to make something new, and I think that's going to work out really well. It's going to be nice and snappy, right? Real quick every episode instead of me having to go through the whole spiel. So anyway, welcome in. KPC, we're here. You just heard about all of the things we do and the things we offer. Ryan, you'll have to listen to it back as soon as we're done recording here. You can do that. But anyway, I like it. I'm excited about it. And now we can just jump right into the show, which is absolutely amazing. So today on the KPC, what we are here to do is chat about, well, first of all, some midweek takeaways. We always do that every time that we're going to have some, either cup matches or European matches. So we'll just talk about any midweek takeaways. There's a couple of injuries to talk about for sure. So we'll do that. Then we're gonna hit you with some pre-break pickups. So potentially some waiver wire guys you could bring in now that you might be able to beat your competition, beat your league mates, and pick them up now before the international break hits, and other people are going to be potentially scurrying to try to pick those guys up. And then finally, we're going to talk stats leaders as of game week 10. So we'll look at all or most of the stats that matter in this game, and we will talk through some of the leaders in those stat categories, and we'll see, we'll see if we can discuss, well, A, do these players deserve to be up there, and will they continue to be up there? And then B, of course, are there any players who are glaringly missing from those top 5 standings at each stat category? So yeah, that's today on the KPC. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and bring in the other gentlemen. We've got a full house again today, which I'm super excited about. Guys, how do we feel about the intro?
I missed it.
Oh.
Sad.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
good. I missed the women singing Key Pass. in the background.
I always try to tell you, they don't sing Key Pass.
They really do.
Who did you sample from this time?
Oh, it's still our friend Causmic. Just because lyrical flows out here besmirching his name at this point. No, we had to go with a Causmic tune because we've been Causmic for the whole time. Causmic, by the way, for people who are fans and trying to look him up.
Obviously.
Maybe it's
Kuzmak?
No, Causmic.
Mike with the cause.
Like microphone.
Right.
Yeah.
Causmic.
Cause.
Because of microphone. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh man, how you guys doing? You good?
Not as good as you and Toddy with that massive win over Madrid.
Oh, that was cathartic. That was so.
It was. And
was
we actually
so-
played really well.
Yeah, really, really well. Maybe the best I've seen us all season. It was fantastic.
Agreed.
It was really,
Only
really good.
1-0.
Just the 1-0. That's
not for everybody.
not all of us.
Not for
Not
everybody.
all of us can be Spurs here, Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, a clean sheet, a rare clean sheet for Liverpool as well. So,
I know.
Yeah, I think even Van Dijk and Szoboszlai mentioned it in the post match that it was actually the clean sheet that was the real kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see when they asked Van Dijk? So are you going to go have a word with Trent after the game? And he just goes, no.
That was brutal.
Did they boo him when he came on the pitch?
Oh yeah. And every time he touched the ball.
Mercilessly, every time he touched the
Yep.
ball.
I thought that was harsh, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, I agree. I'm not going to tell anyone how to. I thought it was not very classy to boo when he was still our player. I didn't like that behavior, but yeah, I mean, you can't tell people how to feel after somebody leaves.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, it is a little harsh for sure. Club legend.
I reserve the right to boo Ashley Cole, but with different circumstances.
Right. Of course.
I mean, what are the sort of cutoffs or the booing sort of qualifiers?
If you're an academy kid, if you were there long enough and created enough success, if you're not leaving for a direct rival of your team,
Yeah.
all of those qualify, then you shouldn't be booed. And all of them.
he should not be getting booed at all.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny.
That shows you what Liverpool fans have become.
Bunch of classless heathens.
100%.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. It was COVID. It must have been COVID. You can blame everything on COVID.
I mean, it was strange. I read, obviously there was loads of writings on it at the end of last season, but I read an interesting long read on The Athletic about how even though he won much more with Liverpool than all these previous legends of the previous eras, like recent but previous eras, he never. Maybe it was his demeanor, his overall sort of social standing in the club, that he never got to be the sort of emblem of an era like Gerrard and Cara and all those guys were, however, less successful. So even when he was at the club, he wasn't. He was well loved. He was liked. It's not a question of that, but he wasn't in the same echelon of players as the ones.
Do you think that's because there were so many different personalities of that club? Like you had Klopp, and then you had like Salah, Van Dijk. I think there was a lot of kind of strong characters. You know?
Yeah, I think that's definitely the case, and also I think there are very few young players who come through and are so like one track minded as the ones that came through in the early 2000s. Like it's so much more about them. You know their social media. You know their everyday life. It's much more difficult to become like these pedestal legends that we idolize because we know that they're human. They make mistakes. They go out. They party. They post shit on social media. That we know that they're like one of us. And I think if you have a look at the sort of 20-ish generation of players, there aren't many that are vying to become club legends like the players of yesteryear.
Yeah. Yeah, some rare exceptions, like maybe like a Saka.
Yeah, I think Saka is more of an emblem of
Yeah.
Arsenal than Trent was here. But also that plays into what Rich said about too many bigger stars. Like Saka is clearly the biggest star at Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to like put myself in their shoes. Like if someone like Saka left for Real Madrid, how would I feel? But I still can't see myself booing him, especially if he stayed with us long enough to win stuff. And he
then
was
left on a free
left back during the years we were in the trenches. So like, got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I think
Anywho,
the fact that he left on a free also adds.
yeah,
some-
fair
But he
enough.
kind of earned that. He earned the right to leave on a free. You know, it's not like he's like didn't do shit.
Oh, I mean, they're the ones who
Yeah.
fucked his contract up. So, like,
That's fair. Yeah.
yeah, I know. Anyway, all right. Well, speaking of Saka, it's a good transition here because midweek takeaways. Let's talk midweek games. That's the first one we've got here on the screen, and Arsenal, Slavia Praha, Marino, man of the match with Gyökeres out, and then of course Saka and Marino went 90. I don't know that we're concerned about either of those, but Marino, man of the match, is an interesting one, I guess. And is there anything else we want to add to this game? I wasn't able to watch it.
No, pretty professional display. Yeah, I mean Marino continues to show that he's one of the best finishers. He had a lovely goal from a nice cross, delicious little touch. So hoping he replicates that against Sunderland. But no, otherwise I think it was pretty straightforward. Eze was rested, so I wouldn't be concerned about him. Trossard looked really good. Martinelli's still out, so I expect him to continue. So outside of Nwaneri, I think the team played pretty well, and I'm expecting a similar type of lineup. Although I think Timber and Calafiori will be the fullbacks, and then Eze will slot in for Nwaneri.
Okay.
So essentially what they played last weekend, except for Gyökeres and Marino. So
Give or take.
yeah.
Ryan, do you have a possible explanation for managers that own Eze who got 1 Fantrax point versus Burnley? Wait, should I include that was a clean sheet point?
Oh,
Oh
beautiful.
my God.
And no
Yeah.
recorded stats outside of being on the best defensive team in the league. Nice. No, I totally get it. I would be super frustrated. And if I'm not mistaken, most of those points since he joined Arsenal are attacking returns. So like our fears of him being really return dependent and not getting as many ghosts as the hero ball at Palace, I think have been confirmed, unfortunately. So like I'd wait for probably a good haul from some returns, and then I'd probably trade him out.
You want to know what's funny is I was prepping this show today, and I was doing all the stat leaders that we're going to get into here in a little bit, and I was just looking at the number of stat categories that Semenyo is involved in, and had a little like pre-mourning, like I mourned now for what's going to happen later, whenever he goes somewhere else with more talented players.
Yeah, it's a good.
He's
good
going to your
archetype.
team, brother. He's going to Pool.
Is he? I mean, okay. I won't argue with you. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I already feel conflicted about that because I feel I don't know. I feel greedy, especially now that those players are not even being used. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, one last thing on Eze is I think a lot of people were looking forward to a run of good form and just fantasy form because of the Odegaard injury. and that's not really happening. And
No.
he's in, clock's a ticking
Yeah.
for the Odegaard comeback. So
Yeah, and it's really concerning in a way because Arsenal are just ticking along, and that's why like all of the players at Arsenal right now who are performing well will they can probably sustain it, but the ones that are not performing well are probably gonna stay that way, because even if currently with this run of results that Arsenal had, the only way they can go is down. I'm not saying that they will go down or will go a little bit less of the boil, but if they do, then even these measly numbers for SA could go away.
Yeah. All right. It's all really positive, happy thoughts. Tottenham hosted Copenhagen 4-0. The Brennan Johnson red card. I don't think that will obviously matter for the league, although maybe he gets some Premier League minutes since he won't be in the Champions League. Who knows? Porro Bentancur and Prime Minister Sarr went the full 90. Any thoughts on that? Will that affect anything in the league?
God, if I have to hear about that fucking Van de Ven goal again.
Oh, I was gonna mention that. I was thinking,
Right.
why didn't you put that in your notes?
It's everywhere.
Greatest defender in the history of the game. Just can't defend.
Did you know that he clocked once as the fastest player in the Premier League? No, I've never heard that stat. I've never heard anyone share that stat ever.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we can probably move on from that one. We mentioned Liverpool.
Sorry, just to go back on Spurs, and I think we will probably maybe mention him again, and we have already mentioned him several times during the last few weeks' podcasts. But has Xavi Simons now become a player who you cannot start against anyone, and you're just hoping that he somehow changes his luck, and then you can rely on him? Or do you plug him in next or this weekend if he starts?
Who do they play this weekend?
Don't matter.
Who do they play this weekend though?
Man United.
I already did okay against a 10-man Copenhagen.
For
what it's worth.
After seeing Van de Ven run through them, nah, I'm not using them as a gauge for Xavi Simons. I'm keeping him on the bench.
Somebody pull up Draft Lad's tool, see how he did.
Oh, I'm looking at it. He ghosted for 11, 4 key passes.
Oh,
and he had an assist.
No, that's the trap.
I'm not buying. There's no way. I'm not buying it. No, this is
his Premier League stats.
There you go.
Ryan, this is Pino. This is Pino last week. This is exactly what this is.
Yeah, I dropped Pino, and I think it's the exact same. I think he's in the same category.
Yeah,
but you haven't eclipsed 7 points in the last 2 months, you're droppable.
But that's the thing. What I've been doing with Pino as well is I've just left him on the bench. Again, it's the same thing. We're seeing these performances outside the Premier League where he's absolutely smashing it, and definitely massive plug for Draft Lad's Ghost Point Tracker. If you want to be a fiend, then follow the matches outside the Prem. But yeah, I still think you can bench them because there's still name value recognition, and somebody in some random league that you're part of will still want a piece of that, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I think Genie just traded him in for Jadon Anthony, and Ryan and myself were we would be all over Jadon Anthony. And
no way.
Yeah, agreed. But we know Genie's the rogue one out of us, so
right.
I feel I've been somehow YouTube's algorithm has been feeding me shorts from The Big Short lately, and I feel like Genie's valuation of players.
I don't want to hear that.
Genie's valuation with players is just like how at the peak of the crisis, the banks started taking up short positions, and he's like bashing Xavi Simons for weeks, and until he gets enough stocks of him, and now he's all up in Xavi Simons's redemption arc.
I
deal
can't.
not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Not
not.
worth the
No,
headache.
no.
He just looks fragile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He needs to put on some muscle, bro.
Well, okay. So speaking
Cole Kai.
speaking of needing to put on some muscle, Haroon says, by the way, Verts looked good. Other
God.
folks, Verts on the left.
Midweek Warriors.
Andrew, Sobo, and Verts goated. Obviously, Verts started over Cody.
13 and a half ghosts.
Yeah, and should have had 2 assists if not for their insanely good goalkeeper. Sala, Bradley, Sobo, Gravenberch all went 90. A little concerned about that. And people are asking whether Verts starts. I think it's a pretty straightforward no for me, Toddy. But what do you think?
I agree. I think he goes back to Gakpo for City, and regardless of who played 90, all of Salah, Bradley, Sobo, and Graf will play 90.
Yep, I agree. And he's found his 11 again. He's going to lean on it and probably overplay them.
And
So
I think he'll add in Isak up front in for Ekitike once he's fit, and I think he will start plugging Wirtz in earlier and earlier on the left, or at the center forward position like he did last weekend. But yeah,
that I wouldn't mind. I would love to see Cody come off a little earlier sometimes and give Wirtz more time there on the left. I would actually love to see that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen, because maybe the logic is that Wirtz will get some attacking returns. He will get some confidence against a more tired defense, and then he can get up to speed that way.
So I have a question. Is Robertson now a pick then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I still think he will be more of Robertson of last year than Robertson of any other year previously to last year. So I think you shouldn't pick him up and expect Defender 1 numbers. Like he had 7.25 ghosts against Real Madrid. I
give up 2 goals a game. That's not enough.
Yeah, exactly. I think they will still continue to concede a fair few, and so I mean he's a pickup in good game weeks, but I don't see him as a full season hold or a start regardless who they play.
Yeah, so especially like this weekend against City.
Yeah, I wouldn't start him. Start him.
No.
But I bet you think he probably starts, and it's kind of nuts that he's going to get starts versus Madrid and City.
Yeah, he'll start. I think he'll start.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you just can't trust Kirkes at the moment. He looks. It looks like like those videos of when like puppies don't really know like what their body does yet, and so they'll run into babies, and like the babies will fall over, and like the puppy will end up on like top of the baby. That's it, except for a lot faster and grown men.
Who's the baby in this scenario? That's what I want to know.
The baby is the defender. Yeah, or the baby would be the winger, whatever winger he's up against. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
On a more serious note, I think Kerkez was relied on or played so much early season because he allowed Wirtz to operate on that in that left half space from the number 10 spot, and now that Wirtz isn't in the team, you can have Robertson. So Kerkez was hugging the touchline. So he was providing the width, and he wasn't interfering with Wirtz. And now that Wirtz isn't there in the 10, you can play Robbo, who can step into that left half space, which is now left open by Sobo, who is going down either the middle or the right next to Salah. So I think tactically Robertson makes sense if Wirtz is in the 10. I think if we see Wirtz in the 10, we will see Kerkez back in the team.
Interesting. Okay. Chelsea took down Qarabag.
Carrier bag.
They did not take
a
them
draw?
down.
Qarabag?
Took them.
It's a draw.
took them-
2-2.
It was a draw? Ah!
They had to come back.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
We were losing
Wow.
2-1 at one
Joe.
point.
I'm so
It was
sorry.
what's his
Joe
face?
on cruise control.
I actually wasn't trying to rub anything in. I really did not.
Okay. It's
I-
okay.
You just
It's all right.
assumed.
The aggregate is now 12-2, so it could be a lot worse.
I did assume. Okay, well, at least I looked up that apparently Lavia went off with an injury, and Estevao, Cucurella, and James all went 90. Anything else to add on that one, Sanjy? My
No,
fault.
I mean, I'm just I mean, as a Chelsea fan, I'm just concerned about Lavia's injury, just because this is like one of those opportunities to give rest to like the likes of full rest to the likes of Enzo and Caicedo and stuff like that. But I'm also I think that was the only injury. But yeah, that was my biggest concern. Other than that, no, it's fine. You take the point. Glad that everyone else kind of got off scot-free. Garnacho scored for us. Estevao as well. You could arguably see a start for Estevao, because I know Pedro Neto owners, Ryan, like yourself, were a bit concerned not to see him in the roster at all. I should just point out that he ended the Spurs game with cramp, and it's most likely just a full rest to kind of preserve his legs. But definitely you always want to keep an eye out for like the pressers and stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is. We take a point, move forward.
Yeah, I'm hoping Maresca's words about Neto are that it wasn't anything big, and then he just wasn't going to make it midweek so he could rest. So I'm hoping. It just sucks that it's a quasi later game. It's kind of a tweener, but
yeah,
it's Wolves at home. I mean, you got to take the risk. So just have cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think we see Malo Gusto this weekend?
He's been playing. He just sucks.
All but confirmed.
He was pretty good last weekend
In fantasy?
Yeah, he was. He got 17 points or something, I think.
Really? Oh shit.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I just don't find Gusto is consistent in a sense, and I still think arguably he's our worst defender. So yeah, I mean, Fantrax points are one thing. ITIS tells you a different thing. I mean, again, because it's Wolves, managerless, they're an absolute shambles. I'd still take the punt there, I think, on the day.
Yeah, fair.
Interesting. Could
Yeah,
be a
'cause
good
he's
time to
been-
double up on Chelsea.
He's
Yeah.
been terrible
I mean-
otherwise.
I think like 3 of our next 4 fixtures are extremely juicy. Wolves at home,
Yeah.
Burnley away. Obviously Arsenal at home, very tough fixture, but then Leeds away. So
That's why I put Fofana in waivers, because it sounds like Fofana's going to get another start with Chalo this weekend.
yeah, that's the thing. And weeks ago, people were asking in various channels, "Oh, is Achiampong an option?" And I was telling people like he's very much a kid that just got thrown in because all our other centre backs are injured. I still think it's really Chalobah plus anyone else. So
there's
it
so
wouldn't
many
surprise me.
Fofana.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think just because you see the proof of Achimpong scoring well, Fofana scoring well, whoever starts, just grab him and start them if the fixture is good enough.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. City looked fantastic against Dortmund, and I know Foden scored a goal, but he also just was phenomenal. SofaScore literally gave him a 10 rating. Like, he was just fantastic, and I just think he continues to come on strong. I think he's Andrew said it exactly. Foden's back. Oh, he scored 2 goals. Damn. Yeah, I mean, he was just phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal.
I wonder what City put out this weekend.
I'm facing him as well. So
That's a good question. I don't know. They're in great form. I'm not optimistic.
I'm pretty sure Cherokee starts.
I know. I think it'll be Foden.
Yep.
That's the thing is like, does Shirky go on the right again, or does he pair up with Foden? I don't know.
Yeah.
See, it's kind of a late game, so good luck with that one.
The
It's the last game, so
yeah,
It's the last
one thing
game.
with Foden though. Like I know he racked up like 7 key passes in one fixture, or whatever. But didn't most of them really just come from corners? I mean, obviously as like a Fantrax manager, you're taking those points, but from open play, are you a little concerned that you don't get these attacker returns that you're seeing in midweek games?
Yeah. No, I
He
mean,
had like
totally.
1.5 ghosts before that, like phantom assist last week. I mean, that was-
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm overall concerned about City's production, not their quality and not their possibility of a title chase, but just like their fantasy production other than Haaland.
Sure. Foden's on 9 points per start at the moment. 7 starts. Let's see. Expected points per 90 of 10.6. Ghost points per start of 8. So that's not. I mean, that's not bad. But
So
ceiling of
Haaland-
14.8. So he hasn't had
That's-
like the monster game.
He had one
Come
game
on.
where it was like a ton of ghosts. So I think it's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Okay, sure.
yeah. So does anyone know after Haaland who's number 1, who the next player in the ranking, like the overall scoring for City is?
Oh.
Is it Guardiola?
It's Doku, who's ranked
Oh.
37, and then right after that is at 73 is Foden.
Oh wow.
So they have 3 top 75 players.
Yeah, I mean, without the Holland goals this season,
They have one other than Haaland. Only Doku has more than 100 fantasy points.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's coming from like 3 games early in the season.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Finally, Newcastle and Bilbao, Gordon and Byrne off injured. This is probably the big one in terms of injuries. Gordon off, Byrne off later in the game. Gordon went off about halfway through, something like that, and Byrne went off late. So, yeah, that was a rough one. That might have some implications there. Certainly, Trippier, Tonali, and Joe Linton went 90. I don't know that really matters all that much, but certainly the Gordon and Byrne injuries. What do we make of that?
Gordon sounded, from what I was reading on Twitter like a few minutes ago, more serious than Byrne. I guess Byrne jogged off.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
Gordon was injured after the weekend's game and he started.
Yep.
and
It
he
was
holding
something.
his hip.
Expecting him
That's
to
what I
start.
heard. He's holding his hip. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what injured him this weekend, but he was holding his hip today. And one other
Ah.
note for this game is Lewis Hall came in the 65th for Byrne. So he
Ben-
saw 25 minutes.
So if you want to bring it back around to fantasy, Ben Chicken's asking, who would you take to get rid of Gordon? That's a great
I was-
question.
I was trying to trade nonsense for him today. I was kind of being a dick. I felt like Raul, I was sending out like Raul Jimenez and shit. Like, I don't know.
No. But like, yeah, man, that's a really good question. Like,
Is Xhaka too low?
no. Have you looked
Yeah,
at Gordon's numbers?
Depends. It kind of depends his injury timeline. Like, if he got hurt the weekend, came on, couldn't even make it. This could be a little like lengthy. We'll see.
Yeah, but what does it depend on? I mean, because would you take? The question is, would you take Xhaka? I think I would.
I think I would take Jacques as well. It's
Pride
close,
aside, I
but-
probably would. Yeah, if I could put Pride aside for 1 second, I would probably take that trade.
Yeah. So that's the level we're at there, Ben. Sorry, man.
I wouldn't do it in a home league, out of spite, but
Yeah.
in a real
Yeah.
league.
Yeah. All right. We got to move on, boys. But yeah, there's your midweek takeaways. Let's get into some pre-break pickups. So we'll kind of go through these pretty quickly. We don't need to spend a ton of time on them. But I just asked the guys to think through some players that they would pick up over the international break that you could sort of get a jump on your league mates. Guys that we think are going to be picked up here pretty soon or have been picked up in some of our leagues where people are, really involved. And just a thought for listeners. So, hey, if you guys want to go and grab these guys, maybe get out ahead of the trend and see if you can't snatch them from your league mates before they get wind of these pickups. So let's check it out. Toddy, you've got Allison and Jedi, which is very interesting. Have you seen him dropped in leagues, Jedi?
I have. Not in many, but yeah, his ownership numbers are in somewhat of a decline. Yeah, it's just coming back from injury on both counts. Usually, Allison is one of those goalies that people pick up and are too afraid to drop when they are shit. But I think this season's Liverpool is perfect for someone who knows how to make a save and has a chance of a clean sheet as well. So I'd look at Allison if you don't have a Dubravka or a Vicario or who else?
Roofs.
Yeah.
This is the main one, yeah.
Yep. And Jedi, I still think that he will be good fun for the second part of the season. Maybe not in short term. Maybe you'll have some frustration during the Christmas period, but he was close last international break. Re-injured it a bit, but he should be ready post international break.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play for the U.S. They'll probably let him hopefully heal up.
Stay back, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Ryan, you got Hall and Madueke.
Yeah, I had Hall in mind. Put him in prior to the burn injury. That just kind of reinforces it. He's been super frustrating. I picked him up the last time he was deemed to be getting fit again, and then of course he got injured after like one start. So
yeah, but then he scored 10 right in that start. So that was
yeah.
You were encouraged.
Like we know he scores pretty well usually. So it's just obviously he came in as a sub appearance. So just kind of a punt that he gets that left back spot when he's come back, and it's nice that it's coming right before an international break, so we'll get that extra time to recoup. So hopefully it comes back fresh. I picked him up in one league today. Unfortunately, the other league he was taken off me. Madueke is more just he's one of a slew of Arsenal players that are targeting the Spurs fixture post international break. Him, Kai, Odegaard, and I think a couple of others. They're all rumored to be back then. So he was doing really well when he was fit. It's more of a play like if you have Saka and Arsenal midfielder that he's great cover, because when the games come thick and fast, he'll get some starts, and he's quality when he plays. So he's somebody I'll think about picking up.
Would you rather Madueke or Martinelli if you could only have one?
Ooh, shit. That's a good question. I think Madueke.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a pinch. Just because he's been ghosting a lot better than Martinelli. Martinelli's been playing good midweek, and going with the whole midweek theme, but just hasn't shown much in the Prem. And he's injured too.
Yeah, they have a similar timeline. Kai, Gyökeres, Madueke, Martinelli, and Odegaard all supposed to be back for the NLD.
Yep.
Good. So that's my deadline for trading out Eze. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take advantage of the international break. Hope he does well against Sunderland.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Sanjy, you got Arias and interestingly O'Reilly, and I'm thinking it's not Maddie. So tell us about that.
La Liga or Liga?
Ligue 1, yeah. But I'll start with Arias. Well, I mean, if you don't know that Vitor has been fired, where the hell have you been? I just feel like, I mean, it's a weird one because Wolves for me are still a team that look doomed for relegation. Like they still look like a bit of a shit team. But if I had to give anyone some glimmer of hope of potentially having a bounce back, is Arias. I mean, he was the draft day hype Wolves pick, right? He was probably the first Wolves pick, I think, that went off the board, if not Jorgen Strand Larsen. And I mean, eye test as well. He smashed it in the Club World Cup. I mean, obviously, you can put a bit of Brazilian league tax on his performances, maybe what he's kind of produced outside the Premier League. But that's the one that I think I'm most excited for, and one that I think a lot of managers have already ran out of patience with. We've seen he takes direct free kicks. Didn't he hit like the post or the crossbar a couple of games ago or something like that?
Super unlucky this year.
Yeah, I think, you know what, maybe that's one of the players that benefits from Vitor getting sacked. And you know what, maybe he might play 90 minutes for a change. And that definitely helps any player. So my other pick, O'Reilly, I mean, I think he's arguably their best option at left back. And let's not forget that Ryan Nuri is going to leave for AFCON as well. So it's a bit of an early pickup for even that period of games. And maybe Vardiol might get the odd start in tough fixtures. It wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, yeah, I just watching that game over the weekend, yeah, O'Reilly smashed the eye test for me. I think he has a nice link up with Haaland as well, bombing down that left-hand side. So as a midfielder,
he's a City defender.
No, he's a midfielder. He's a midfielder pick.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah, but
So you're not worrying about clean sheets that you're not losing out on or whatever. And yes, I get it. Like, obviously, if he's registered as a midfielder, people are probably worried about, you know, the roulette and all that sort of stuff. But I think honestly he goes really well. I think his numbers are fine. They're
scoring
not
quite
in front
well.
of me. Yeah, he scores well. I think he's a great option for your roster, for anyone's roster, really. So yeah.
not just ours.
Not just ours, anyone's roster, guys.
Literally anyone who plays this game.
Anyone, yeah.
Yeah, he's an interesting one. He's got maybe half of his returns are mediocre, and then half of them are pretty decent. So yeah, that's a tough one, huh?
I'm gonna find his ghost points per start.
It actually has to be pretty good, because in games where he actually played more than 17 minutes or 25 minutes. Let's see. He's got
just under 8. He's at 7.9.
That's not terrible. Okay, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not
like
terrible.
mid-3, mid-4. I'm happy to rule him out.
Yeah, but he's got upside. He's got gore.
Yeah.
Upside, so
Yeah.
which is nice.
And the form that
mind.
Haaland is on, like,
Yeah,
You want to put whoever you have around them. I agree.
yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, the only thing is that most people aren't playing mid fours this year, because of the defenders. So, but yeah, I know. I mean, a point taken. And looking at the games in which he started, it's better than I thought, to be fair. So, yeah, I like that. It's an interesting find right there. I don't think I ever would have. Wow. Okay. Cool. All right, Dutch. No, I never spent any time with his numbers, and I don't know whatever would have led me to click on his name other than you putting him on this document. So that's kind of cool.
That's why we do it.
Yeah.
I swear last season you had him in our league though at one point, and he scored well for you as well in some game week. I remember. Maybe I'd have to go back and look at the archives, but
Oh no,
yeah.
he did. I picked him up for 1 week, and he scored. I think he scored a goal.
yeah,
But that was lucky as all get out, man. Like that was that. Last year was my season. Let's get that straight. This is not my season. All right, Dutch, you've got Havertz and Tielemans, and people in the chat are asking questions about Tielemans. They're kind of maybe surprised that you've got him in there.
Yeah, just a couple things about him. One is he was in training today. Unless I read that wrong, but he was in Villa training today, which sounds like he's back earlier than expected. So that's one. And two, Villa, he was scoring like shit in the beginning of the season, but Villa are, a little better than they were in the beginning of the season. They're winning games. So maybe when he comes back, he can get back to what he was doing last year, and he can retain that draft value that people spent on him, which was based on the scoring he had last year. So that's that pick. And he is, I don't know what his percent rostered is. Let me look it up. I thought it was.
I got it, 63.
Yeah, so he's around there. Probably in competitive leagues, he was dropped, going out of frustration. and maybe you can pick him up tomorrow. And kind of sounds like he'll be perhaps part of the squad this weekend. So he's a pickup. And then Havertz I have because of he might be taken, as I was aggressively told today. He might be taken in a lot of leagues. But if at least one of you can pick up Havertz in your league, then it makes me happy.
Please comment under
if any of you are going to pick up
makes
Havertz,
me sad if you're able to.
It is all worth it. But Gyökeres is obviously injured for an undefined amount of time. And Havertz, as we have been reading for a long time, is what are they saying? He's like
Wolverine.
One of the quickest recoveries of all time. I don't know, dude. Like a lot of glazing, but he is coming back. He is coming back earlier than expected, and if he comes back around the time Gyökeres is still out or is still recovering from injury, he's got a great opportunity to slot back into that 9 spot, because right now I think he'd slot in over Marino right away. Who's Theo Gresham? Will not stand. Okay.
Great reference. Great reference, Espresso. Nice job.
So those are the 2 I have.
I love it, man.
So what's Havertz percent rostered?
I
think it's around 60. So I think
something surely
40%.
60.
Chance.
It's exactly 60.
Yeah, 40% chance. And then this.
What is it in the 3?
I don't have it
Everyone's
up.
in the 3 that listens.
That's a good
to
question.
must be 100.
Gotta be. Yeah, it's got to be very high.
Oh,
I
he
make
could be a sleeper's
content-
pick.
I make content for all, not for just the top elite.
What an everyman. You are amazing.
Of the people.
There's a league out there where
A regular Mom Donnie.
Topical. Nice.
All right. So speaking of injuries, I got Kulusevski on here. I was also last to put my picks on here. You guys did such a great job. But yeah, I'm with Kulusevski. He's been picked up in all of the super active leagues a while ago, but actually that was probably way too early, to be honest. And I'm sure people are really frustrated by having picked him up too early. So yeah, I think now probably is actually the time. So if he's still out there in your league, now is probably the actual time to pick him up. As Espresso mentioned in the chat, it could be early next year still, but they're thinking more kind of start of December. So yeah, you're still gonna have to hold him for a little while. But if you're one to do that, if you want to grab a player and stash him for a minute, then now would be the time to, I think, grab him and hold him. Without any guarantees, of course. I don't know how his recovery is going. Apparently, as of Halloween, he was still not on grass. So, yeah. Anyway, and then that aside, when you go to our fantasy toolkit and you use the built-in fixture difficulty tracker and you sort from game weeks 12 to game week 15, you will see that the top team in terms of defensive assets and midfield assets is Brighton and Hove Albion. And so there are some midfielders floating around out there, whether it's guys like Ayari, whether it's guys like potentially Wiefer. Yeah, I mean, just guys floating around out there that I think you can still get your hands on. And I think now would be the time to add those players, even if you're not going to play them this weekend. If you've got your lineup pretty much already set, it'd be a good time to go ahead and add those guys because their upcoming fixture list is really incredible. So, yeah, those are mine. Anything else to add on pre-break pickups, gentlemen? Beautiful. All right. So let's go through these stat categories. We're going to talk through just who's leading these stat categories as of game week 10 and maybe make some predictions as to who might be dropping out and who is suspect in terms of not there, who is missing and maybe glaring omissions. So we won't spend too long on these because there's quite a few stat categories, but certainly want to just talk through some of them and see if we think this is prescriptive. This is going to be indicative of how this will pan out for the rest of the season, or if we think maybe these are fluky or there's other players who are missing from these categories. I meant to do it like this for every single one, where we had a blank slide and then it would show up with the actual players. But I didn't have time to do that. So
did you want them to creep in from the left?
No, I wanted us to be able to guess the players and then and then be able to reveal them. But I won't be able to do that. But I could tell you what the next category is, and you can guess if you want. Anyway, you guys want to take a stab at the top 5 in goals?
I mean, let's avoid the first. Oh, come on. That's,
we should have just not. We should have just not said it. We
just go 2 to 6.
Yeah. Yeah, we're 10 game weeks in. Holland already has 13 goals. Who are the other 4? Semenyo was 6.
Igor Thiago
was 6.
Bumo?
Nope.
What's Mateta?
6.
Mateta 6?
Yep.
Oh, he has 6.
6 goals.
Yes.
And there's one more player with 6 goals.
I know Gyökeres has 6, but I think it's all comps.
All comps, yeah.
What's Ekitike have?
Not 6.
Okay.
It's one Daniel Welbeck.
Yeah, of course.
Daniel.
Wow.
Danny Welbeck himself. Yep.
God.
If we pull those up here, there you go. What do you guys think? I think this is the one where we probably are there people who are glaring omissions from this list? Are there people who will pop into this list sooner than later? What's happening with the rest of the strikers in the league?
I bet you Haaland and Mateta stay. Haaland, Mateta. Haaland and Semenyo definitely. Mateta maybe. And the other 2, I think they drop out from the top 5.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Although, I don't know, Igor's been solid.
And has
penalties. Did 2 penalties. I think Mbomo sneaks in here, just based on how they're playing right now. And I bet you Salah sneaks in here by the end of the season.
Yeah, or Isak.
Yeah.
The only reason I'd say Welbeck drops out is because he's old and could get injured.
Yeah.
I read on Twitter, someone put out, maybe it was on Tifo, but he's got more goals after 30 than before 30.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Good for him.
Yep. Yo, he should make that England squad. Not even joking.
Dude, it sounds like who else are you going to have? You're not going to have, right here, for the people from, would you rather have as the backup to Kane right now, Watkins or Welbeck?
Watkins.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's what I think. I think Igor. If I had to pick between Igor and Mateta to stay alongside Haaland and Semenyo here, I'd rather have Mateta.
Yeah.
I think Igor's gonna be up here, but just really good for him, but not top 5.
I think when we bring up shot on target, which will be the next thing we talk about, I think that will be really interesting to compare to this list. I think you guys are going to find that one kind of eyebrow raising a little bit. Just because of a name that you previously mentioned, Dutch.
Ooh.
But anything else on goals before we move on from that? I think I actually agree with everything you've said. I think there are a couple names, maybe Salah, who could sneak into this. Maybe Gyökeres by the end.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about shots on target before I pull the next slide up. What are your bets?
Semenyo. I mean, there'll probably be a little overlap here.
Yep. Semenyo's got 13. So 6 goals.
And
6
Bomo's
goals.
up there.
Bomo, 13 goals. Sorry, 13 shots on target. So same as Semenyo.
Yeah, they have crazy XG.
That's the name. That's the name I was alluding to previously. So Haaland 25, Mateta 18, Mbomo 13, Semenyo 13, Igor 12.
Kind of just how they play, because like Sesko is just like a cone that just brings the ball down, and then Cunha's like really. And then Cunha's
You're
plays
not
like,
wrong though.
Cunha, no, it's fine. It's kind of like what they're trying to do, and then you have Cunha who plays really far back and carries the ball up, and then Mbomo's just fed. He's just fed from everywhere. He's fed by Cunha, Bruno, and Ahmad right now, and he just has free range to kind of just take that on, and then he just shoots. It happens like every game.
He's like the release on the counters and stuff like that.
Yeah. He just plays like a little bit off the 9 to the right. It's really cool to watch. But it's I think when it clicks, He's gonna end up there, man. He's
Okay.
and here's the numbers.
All right. So Mbomo has what? How many goals? 4.
Oh. Yeah.
4, which is interesting. So what's his XG at?
I think I actually misspoke. I think it's not the XG that's high for United. It's the X shot or X. Maybe it's both, but they're creating a lot of chances. I know that.
So according to Understat, Mbomo's XG for the season is 3.9.
What?
So yeah. So despite all the shots on target, the XG would tell you that they weren't very high quality chances.
So let me see where I found the XG chart for Premier League. Because I think United are top or expected. Maybe it's expected
Top 3.
shot that I'm thinking.
Sure, easily top 3 team, right? For XG.
I mean, you'd think so, right? But yeah, I don't know. But his particular XG is not. He's not overperform. I mean, he's not underperforming it like significantly, which is what I kind of was thinking. But he's not.
I mean, also like their team just started clicking into gear as well. I feel.
Yeah. Anybody here that might drop out?
What's Cunha got on shots on target?
That's a good question.
Because
This
he's missed games, but he's got a few shots on target. I wonder if he has 10.
He has 10 exactly.
There you go. Yeah,
So-
he's also, I think, like a shout for potential. I don't know if goals. I don't think he'll get there in goals, but I think he ends up with. I want him to end up with like at least 15 goals and assists. That would be kind of cool.
The only person I'm suspicious about, and I'm sure people are not going to agree, is Semenyo because of Krupi. I feel like Krupi versus Evanilson is affecting how Semenyo plays in fixtures these days. Like, it feels like Semenyo's not shooting as much or getting into positions to pretty much shoot like a number 9 or whatever. So that is
Because
my
Evan
only
Nilsson
fear about
does
Semenyo.
0 shooting or offensive production.
And
Well, he's
drops
coming back,
drops
so-
deeper. Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. So
He's a good
kind of
defensive
vacates the
mid.
space.
This is a great defensive mid.
Right,
Well,
I'm gonna
Paul-
take a wild guess. Do you own Evan Nilsson somewhere?
I think you're well aware that I do.
Pop quiz: who was a striker? What was a Brazilian striker that came to the Premier League and then became a CDM?
Joelinton.
Yeah, so maybe he's just Joelinton.
Oh, Joel, yeah.
On the
Oh,
way.
wow.
Maybe.
I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Steve Bruce, man. What a legend.
Evan Nilsson's coming back this weekend. I also roster him.
That'll
Yeah,
be that will be wild if they just pop him right back in with the way Krupi's been playing. That's
Has he
You're
really been
always done
balling?
it.
I don't know, dude. Has he really been doing that good? It was kind of a couple fluke goals that first game, and then what the fuck did he do against
No,
City?
kid looked good against
Yeah, I don't know.
against who did they
City?
play recently? City, yeah. What am I saying? Yeah, he looked fine. I mean, that goal that he scored that was offside. I mean, it was criminal to be offside, but yeah, good movement, still decent finish. Like, still think
So it's-
he. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just gonna say if Cole Palmer finally gets fit, he'll be on here because he was
oh sure.
always a top
Mm.
shot on target guy. I think he was 3rd last season. Bowen might be able to get in if he starts clicking. There are a couple-
Bowen's at 11 shots on
yeah,
target.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I
he
think
would
he'll
have been the next on
probably
the
creep
list.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can get their shit together, which apparently they did against Newcastle when I needed Dan Byrne to show. Anyway, that's fine. Did you guys? Bandit posted this. Voltamata, 4 goals from 4 shots on target.
Yeah, man.
Is that crazy? What?
Most
Dude's
clinical German we've seen in the league so far.
Oh my lord, that is wild.
I mean, Timo.
Yeah. All right, let's talk assists. Do you guys have guesses as to who's in the top 5?
Gabriel.
No.
It's all of the Sunderland fucking center backs.
No.
Who got assists, boy?
Come on, the first one's easy.
Oh, Kudus.
Yes. Kudus is
Yeah.
number 1. Actually, tied for number 1 with somebody else.
Rice.
Rice, no. Rice is tied for second, There's like a 6-way tie for second at 4.
Jack Grealish.
Grealish is tied for second.
Yes. Oh, Minta. He got 2
Minta
assists
is
this weekend, no?
Minta's tied for first.
Yeah.
So they both have 5, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players on 4.
This is getting assists, boy.
Did someone say Semenyo? Does Semenyo have assists?
Semenyo has 4.
Nice.
I don't know who else.
I'll show you now. Grealish, Diouf, Doku, Hartman, Kulinchi Hartman,
Oh, of course.
Rice,
What a
and
ledge.
Semenyo.
Hartman, dude. I'm playing him this weekend.
Kulinchi. Yeah. Love me some Kulinchi.
Diouf will probably end up with, I don't know, will he get
5?
more than 5? But like he's going to AFCON.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Fraudulent.
Yeah.
I like him though.
he'll drop
I mean,
off.
he might get 2 assists this weekend versus Burnley. So
True.
But Quindy is right behind him, though.
yeah.
I think Grealish. I think 3 out of the 5. I think actually, this looks pretty good. Maybe Foden sneaks in here, but
Yeah.
Will be in there.
No, I would
think
say
we're seeing,
Turkey over
this
Foden.
is-
man.
Palmer.
it's going to be quite competitive right here. Actually,
Bruno will be in there.
like
Yeah,
if you
this
take
will
out
be
you take out Diouf, there's a bunch of guys that are going to be fighting for this. Take out Diouf and Hartman, and then it's like everybody else here plus the guys they just mentioned. It's pretty cool.
All right, so when I ask you about this list compared to the list for key passes, I think there are some glaring omissions that you've already mentioned a couple of them, but yeah, like I think there's some players who will clearly sneak into this, even just by volume alone. Well, tell me who's on the key pass list. Start with that.
Grealish,
Foden.
surely.
Foden is 5th, tied for 5th. Grealish is 3rd.
Is Enzo there?
Enzo is not in top 5.
Bruno
at least.
Fernandes is
Bruno
easily
Fernandes
there.
is number 1 by 7.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'll go
Probably there.
I'll go ahead and pull it up. Bruno Fernandes, 28 key passes, and we'll go back really quickly. 5 assists is the leader right now. 28 key passes. I mean, come on.
Longstaff,
Cody
no,
one is-
Longstaff and Stack combined, they should be the same person.
True. No, you're right. Actually, you're right. That's a good point. That's a really good point. But yeah, Cody Gakpo, 21.
What?
Yeah.
Just these little layoffs and people just
Yeah.
What about Iwobi?
Oh.
He's up there.
He must be just
People
outside.
don't want to say he's
Top
up
10
there, but he's
surely.
up there.
He got like 5 key passes this game week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Iwobi, no, not even. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, he is. He's right behind Mbomo. So it goes Fernandes, Gakpo, Grealish, Doku, Foden, Mbomo, Iwobi, Longstaff with 18. So add Anton Stack into that because they're playing the same position and he got usurped. They would be probably number 1, Ryan.
yeah, they have to be.
Yeah. And then Salah, believe it or not, on 18 as well, is in there. Declan Rice, Dewsbury Hall.
Dude, Dewsbury Hall must be like perfectly rationing 1 or 2 each game because he hasn't eclipsed 7 points either since Wolves.
Yeah, his ghost points are terrible.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, and there's other players who are kind of flirting with that 15, 16 range, like even Florian Wirtz is up there, 16. Granit Xhaka, 16. Soboslai, 16. Yankuba Minte, 16. Callum Hudson-Odoi. This is like, it seems wide open. But yeah, I mean,
Certainly.
Bruno is, I think, a glaring omission here from the assist category for me. I think he'll pick it up for sure. I think he ends up being there.
And
Saka
he's
will
in-
absolutely be top 5.
Saka, yeah.
I think he was number 1 or at least top 3 of assists last season.
Yeah. Checks out. All right. Anything else on key passes?
Nah.
They're good.
Ooh, Ben Chickens. KDH top of the most overrated category.
It's up there.
Overhyped, maybe. Overhyped. I think, yeah. After the first couple games of the season, the whole, the transfer and everything. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Javi Simmons would like a word.
I don't think anybody rates him now.
Yeah. No, you're
People
right
still
though.
rate KDH, and they will continue.
That's the difference. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Number 10, he like passes the eye test in terms of like being around dangerous attacks, but not doing anything. Yeah,
All right,
it's a
boys.
Weird phenomenon.
Let's put your knowledge to the test. Accurate crosses.
Hugo.
Coyote.
Toddy. Nice job. Hugo Bueno is
Like
top of this list.
Twice as much as the next guy.
Top of this list by 10.
Goodmanson is surely there.
Goodmanson is second. Yep. And then who did you already?
I said Coyote.
Coyote? No.
Diouf?
Oh, wow.
Hume up there?
Nope. No Diouf. No Hume.
Oh, Kudus.
Yep. Kudus. Tie with
I don't know
Goodmanson
where
at 11.
Hume has been scoring well, but I have no idea where the points come from when I'm watching the games.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know. He
That
just like
team's
ends up with like
crazy.
points, and I'm like, all right, cool.
All action hero.
I was
He's
watching
the
that Everton match.
Opposite of Adama. Like when we watch Adama, we know there is a successful dribble, and then he's on 0. With Hume, it's just you watch him and you're looking for a 0, and then you see that he's already on 7 or something like that.
Yeah. It truly is amazing. Hugo Bueno, unbelievable. 21. It's just what?
Just draft him.
And 13 of those came after 85th minute or something like that.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Game State FC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see,
I still can't believe that you dropped him.
I mean, I can't imagine that he'll start every game under a new manager, because they brought over the Wolf, and he'll likely be starting a fair amount of games. And 2, I'm hoping that it won't just be Cross and Inshallah, and it won't be as bad as to be in every Game State chasing in the 85th minute where he's pumping in most of these crosses. So
yeah,
I'm happy to be wrong, but I had to drop somebody, and it was between him and Arias, and we talked about Arias earlier. I'd rather put my faith in him than Bueno, because historically he's been trash. So like, I'm more want to believe that this was just a little blip, a fun blip, but a blip nonetheless.
no, and that's fair. And if we hopefully move away from Cross and Inshallah, then that gives us hope for our guys like Arias, Munetsi, JSL to hopefully improve on what they've been doing recently. But as you guys can see, so True Fair's on there. Damsgaard at 9, and then Mboma also tied for 5th, I guess, if you will, on 9. But Mboma shows up on this list so many times. He's never the leader in any of these categories, but and he's going to AFCON. For me, that might be one of my top trade-in players. Like, I know he's going to AFCON, but I would sell the other manager on that, and I would just do everything I could to potentially bring him in. I don't know. I looking at these stat categories, it kind of sold me on his level of involvement in this team.
You're gonna have to give up quite a lot, though, surely, right?
What's he gonna miss? Like 5 games?
Potential.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you probably would have. Yeah, you would. But tell me, is it worth it?
It honestly depends who you're giving up, man.
Yeah,
it really depends.
Someone offered me Ekitike and Igor Thiago for Mboma.
Ooh.
I'd probably keep Ekitike and Igor. I guess 2 usable forwards as well. Like,
So, but Toddy, you in this case, you were.
I have Mbumo.
Oh,
You turned it down, or did you counter?
I'm still on my unread.
mm.
I know you'll counter.
I will.
you're gonna ask for more.
Yeah, probably. But
Got to.
would you
Damn.
accept that if that was the bottom line?
I'd rather have the open slot
I think I would take
plus the
Mbomo.
better performer.
I think I would want
Yes.
Mbomo.
Yeah,
Espresso
I prefer
also-
Mbomo.
Yeah.
So we're still on the Mbumo side of that.
I am.
Espresso brings up a good point, by the way.
Okay. What is it?
That the owner could just bank on Cameroon having a stinker.
I mean, sure, but that
Still
would
a few weeks.
that would require them to know the state of Cameroon's team as well as the rest of the field in AFCON. I don't know.
What's Cameroon's group? AFCON 2025. Let me see. What do they got in this?
Doesn't
group?
matter. It's for chaos.
Well, wait. I mean, they do have a tough group. So they have Ivory Coast and
Oh.
Gabon and Mozambique, who have a couple. It's actually a pretty tough group, all things considered. It's actually the toughest group I can see in here.
Okay. Nah, they'll get through. I'm pretty confident in that.
Actually, I think, yeah, that's wild.
Have any
I
of
don't
you?
know, dude. Gabon's a team, dude. Gabon's one of the teams they have to beat to get to World Cup qualifier. To get to the World Cup, they have to potentially beat Gabon, and Ivory Coast is already in.
Aubameyang.
So,
Is he still playing for Gabon?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
He's playing for Marseille.
Good for
Champions
him.
League tonight.
dude. And Mozambique has
Love
a
it.
couple. Reinildo, I think, has caps for Mozambique, right? So, yeah,
Nice.
Wow.
you never know.
Who else is on Gabon?
That's actually I only know about me. Wait, that's all I know.
Oh, isn't is Wilfred? No, he's not Gabon.
Mario
No,
Lamina.
he's Ivory Coast.
Mario
Oh, yeah.
Lamina, there you go. Yeah, and Lamina's. She don't know.
Yeah,
There's
Noah Lamina. Is that his brother?
Junior?
I think I've looked this up before.
I don't know that I know any of the rest of these players.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's Aubameyang and
And inshallah.
Yeah,
That'll be
pretty
fine.
much. Pretty much. All right. Cool. Okay. What do you guys think about successful dribbles? This should be a pretty easy one.
Kudus and Doku.
Kudus at 34. Doku at 27. Grealish is not on there.
Minta.
Minta is third at 26.
Jai.
Iliman
yeah,
Jai,
as in-
25.
Semenyo.
Semenyo 21. Look at you, gentlemen. Damn. Woo. This is one where I don't think this is going to change much.
Nah.
Yeah, they probably have too big of a lead. But again, Saka should be up there.
Saka,
He
yeah.
was fit.
But what's he at now? Can he catch up?
That I don't know.
How many of
I assume if he was fit, he would be probably like around Semenyo at least.
Oh, he's got 16.
Yeah, and he missed maybe 4 games.
Yeah.
4
yeah.
or 5 games.
Okay, yeah, he'll threaten for this for sure.
how many of these guys are on the dispossessions top?
If only that were the next
Dude,
slide,
Kudus
Sanjy.
is-
Oh no way!
If only that were the next slide.
Oh, amazing.
Pino's got to be up there. Finally, he's finding a stat.
Time to shine, Pino.
Get
All right,
in
so who do you all think is on the dispossessions leaderboard?
100% Kudus.
Kudus.
Just
Kudus
eye
is number
test.
Kudus is number 1. He has 34 successful dribbles. He has 30 dispossessions. Who else is on there?
Wow.
What if I told you that no one else from the successful dribbles list is on the top 5 dispossessions list?
João Pedro.
João Pedro is 4th with 22.
Like,
He's actually
can Mo dribble?
Salah.
Mo is third. Mo is actually Mo is tied for second with 23.
Based on my PTSD from last season, Morgan Rogers
Is number 2 with
Oh,
23.
God, never change.
Tied with Mo.
He's so bad.
He's incorrigible.
Someone in
And
my home league traded away fucking Morgan and got Foden back, and I'm so
it's
pissed
unbelievable.
about it.
That's
I'm so
unbelievable
mad,
trade.
dude.
That should have
That's
been
a-
somebody
that's a
should have
pure
put
veto.
a stop to that.
We believe in free will, unfortunately, so we let everything happen.
Yeah, Rogers. What do you do here at Initech?
I mean, they pretty much just give him the ball
Take
and
the
he just tries
software.
to drive through everyone else, right? Like what they have no midfield, they have no creativity, so
Yeah, he's only good if
I
he
would have
can
been
press the ball.
livid if he scored that goal that he took, or that shot that he took against Liverpool. I would have been absolutely livid because it's the only thing he did all match. Yeah, and then as you can see, Jorginho Ruter tied with João Pedro for 5th.
Return is interesting.
Is he interesting,
Yeah,
or
with
is he just or
those
is he just goal
fixtures.
dependent?
Those fixtures coming up. I mean, maybe.
Oh, I know. I mean, yeah, I would certainly start him if you have him. I just
He scored negative versus Leeds this weekend, so
that does not surprise me one bit.
In a 3-0 win. Amazing.
it's not great.
He's robbed of an assist, but yeah, he's been really bad.
Oh, Minty took one. Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that, but
Little
Wait,
toe
what?
flick.
What? Bandit. Isn't Kevin on 15 with just one start? Are you talking about dribbles?
Is he talking about
Possession.
versus Wycombe Wanderers?
He does have 15.
Wickham, dude, come on.
Oh,
Kevin doesn't have 15 dribbles.
He does.
Dispossession,
Not in the
maybe?
Premier. Not in the Premier League, does he?
He has. I'm telling you. He has 15 dribbles.
What about dispossessions?
Dispossessions 8. That's a good ratio, as the kids say.
Yeah, 50-50, man.
Wait.
Kevin got 5 last game.
Kevin got 5 against
Oh
Wolves.
shit! Yeah, he's got
Scored
them.
5 points as well.
He has 15. He has
He only scored
15
5.
dribbles.
Wait, so he scored 5 and 5 were from dribbles?
Yeah.
He has
That's
15
nuts.
dribbles, and he hasn't played more than 26 minutes, aside from 45 against Newcastle and his one start this last
I wish
weekend.
I wish he was like a mid, because like I'm not gonna play him at forward.
That's crazy. Bandit, good call, man. That's wild. I mean, he could threaten this list actually if he gets consistent starts. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty wild. Okay, boys. Let's keep moving. We got 3 left. Aerials 1.
Dan Burn.
No.
Ballard.
No one.
No.
Wait, what is the category? Sorry.
Aerials 1. This list kind of surprised me, to be honest.
Tark's usually up there.
Tarks is second.
Verge.
Verge is first.
Rodon.
Nope.
Chalaba.
Nope. I'll unveil it. Here we go.
Vandenberg.
Vandenberg is third.
Damn.
Delict.
I always wanted to
Rodin's got to be up there.
Delict is 38 and Konate is 38. That's your
Where's
top
Rodin?
5. Yeah. I was surprised.
If getting handled by Holland was a stat, Vandenberg would do pretty well. I feel like every time they play, Holland after the game is like, oh, he was pushing me around and then I scored on him. I feel like that's every time.
For just FYI, Rodon is 6th. Ballard is 7th. Who do you think the first offensive player is?
DCL.
Nope.
Isidore.
Nope.
Thiago.
No. It's going to be Beto.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Beto with 34.
People are starting Beto out there.
For the second one, you got to go all the way down to Thiago at 28, which is, like 20th on this list. Otherwise, they're all defenders.
DCL's aerials per start is probably pretty good, though.
I would imagine. Yeah,
If anyone's
since he
tracking
came in.
Ariels per start.
Yeah.
He's fallen off a cliff though.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Espresso had it. He didn't get in there soon enough. But yeah, nice. I don't know what else we can add to Ariels, guys. Anything?
Man, I'm disappointed with Tarks.
You are?
Yeah.
You mean like
had
just generally?
Yeah, just hasn't had one breakout game. It's like
Yeah.
been between 8 and 10 every week, which is fine. But like
Yeah.
the level you drafted him in, it just hasn't affected a game week for me yet, and I really need him to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
true.
think I think Keane's taken some of his ghosts and probably leading to 0 clean sheets.
Yeah, Everton are just really shit right now at like not letting in goals.
what's Branthwaite's deal?
He was about to come
surgery,
back,
right?
and then he re-injured it, and now he's fucked.
Oh, he suffered a
Yeah.
setback. Oh, wow. Now they're saying
Yeah.
it's like late January?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy
Not
shit.
back for a while.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, whatever's happening with Tarks is going to continue happening, it seems like.
Mikolenko is also not scoring well, so he's dipped down in roster percentage.
Mikolenko's been terrible this year as a fantasy
Yeah.
asset.
I have an eye on him every week just in case because he's available in a lot of places. I think he ghosted pretty well this weekend for what it's worth. Maybe I'm making
Against
that up,
Sunderland?
but- yeah. I think he ghosted quite well.
8.25. Not bad.
Yeah, I always have my eye on him just because he's defender 3 material, but this year it's just not happening. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, he's been so bad.
Maybe later.
Most of his
maybe
scores
Fulham.
are-
Maybe Fulham this weekend. Maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it. There's plenty of defenders in the sea.
Has Mikolenko even cracked 10 points this season?
I don't think
No.
so.
9.75
Pickford.
is his top.
Pickford's been pretty
Ben Chicken
Everton-
says he'll make a comeback under Dyche. That's actually, I could see it.
What? I think he means Milenkovic, maybe.
Yeah, he means Milenkovic.
Oh yeah, Milenkovic, right?
I actually picked up Murillo over Milenkovic just because Murillo ghosted better this weekend.
Yeah, Murillo had a very good game last weekend.
So it was like a 50-50. But speaking of Everton, if only because I have Pickford and I'm about to drop the guy, somewhere, someplace on Twitter, I saw a chart that was like teams getting shots on target, and Everton were like negative on that stat. And I don't know where that stat is. Basically, like their goalies aren't getting fantasy points, which they just have one. But
Huh.
I'll find that picture maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. All right. We got, let's see, 2 left. Interceptions.
Caicedo.
Caicedo's number 1, 25.
Rice?
This is the weirdest list. Let's not even do
Jay?
this. Let me just show you.
Is Goodmanson in here? No.
Senesi with 18. Tyler Adams with 17. Garner with 16. LaCroix with 16. Just the strangest list. I don't even know what to make of this. Who will drop out? Who's missing? I have no clue.
Jedi is always a huge interception guy.
Yeah, if Jedi starts to actually play, he'll be in this list almost immediately.
Yeah, he can get 11, 12 in a game, so he'll storm this list.
Yeah, I think he will for sure.
I was hoping Calafiori would be up here because he was an interception monster in Italy, but teams just don't get past the midfield points.
No, right. Yeah, that's the tough part. Hartman's close, so he's on this list as well. Also Hugo Bueno, also not topping, but near the top of another list, which is pretty interesting for him. Reece James just barely. He would be 6 on this list, so he's
The rest
having
of the Palace guys got to be pretty.
yeah.
close to it.
Munoz got 14. Mitchell has 13.
Yeah.
They're all there. They're thereabouts for sure. Believe it or not, within the top, what is it? Maybe 20 of this list, there are 5 Burnley players.
A lot of work to do.
Hell,
Yeah, Hartman, Josh Laurent, Josh Cullen, Maxime Esteve, and then Kyle Walker. all within the top 20 of this list.
Dude, Burnley's such a weird team because I know they're in the league, but I don't know. It feels like they're not in the league. You want to feel that way? I don't know.
I think you're high, dude.
They probably probably parked the bus the most out of all the promoted teams, right? Maybe that's possibly why they're fluking their way into points.
You're probably
I'm not going to pick them up, but Swansea from Burnley had 17 clearances.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to pick him up, but I saw that and I was like, oh, cool. There you go.
Damn.
He ghosted like a fucking animal.
But Danzo had like 18 clearances the week before, and I think Danzo did F all this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. That's a lot of clearances.
Do you guys want to try your hand at tackles?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got?
Caicedo.
No, well, yeah, sorry. Caicedo is fourth, but when I say he's fourth, what I really mean is that he's on 17, and so are 1, 2, 3, 4 other people.
Jesus.
This has got to be Idrissa Gana Gueye territory.
Nope.
Paulinho.
Paulinho is number 1 overall, 27.
That's all he does, tackles.
Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe one of the Palace boys.
Well, it's got to be the guys that were getting tackles, so Senesi or Garner.
Mitchell's third.
Garner's a good shout.
Yeah, Garner's one of those guys tied on 17. The main one we're missing is Longstaff.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course it is.
And then Gomez is in there. Soboslai.
Does that include Stoch numbers or?
It does not. No, it does not include Stoch numbers.
Oh, is that Weaver? Hell yeah.
Yeah, Beefer.
Fuck yeah.
Beefer's a ghosty boy.
It's my guy.
Yeah, I haven't been starting him recently, and I've been ruining the day.
Dude, he gets in the box. It's nice.
I gotta just start. I gotta just start consistently. Just like set and forget. Just put him in there.
Yeah.
But I got scared off by a couple of his early scores that were lower. But all right. Anything? Any final reflections on any of these stat categories, guys? Anything that you want to mention? Anything that stood out? Anything that's interesting?
Just that injuries are killing a lot of the
main
usual suspects across some of these.
Yeah. Your Palmers, your Sakas, who else are you thinking?
Just a ton of guys across the board. Jedi.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate.
It's been a weird year for sure. I mean, I would say of the best teams out there, have some of the strangest rosters. If you'd have asked anybody on draft day,
more waiver wire early than I remember ever. There's always been obviously mostly promoted guys, your Dowdies, that have been really helpful early on, but this season it's just been crazy.
Yeah,
but remember last season the team that had the most fantasy players in the top 50 was Brentford, who finished comfortably mid-table.
Yeah.
So some of these stat categories don't necessarily correlate with actual in real life production.
Right.
But the only big guys that were really good off the wire this early were mostly guys from random dudes from Luton and like a couple other streamers. This year it's every Sunderland defender, the Longstaff stock, two-headed monster.
Yeah. The Bueno brothers.
Hartman.
There's a ton. Like we were just comparing teams in one of the chats with Ryan and Genie, and like most of the teams who are leading the leagues are either Haaland and the rest, or just like teams that on paper don't look like anything, but still like great streamers. And that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, great question from Wii Promotions. Apart from key passes, what stats are the most valuable to chase?
Depends on
I
position.
think aerials are the most consistently chaseable.
Yeah.
Aerials. I would maybe argue accurate crosses too. Like if you see a
Yeah,
guy whose role
yeah.
has him
Let's-
doing that.
Like Sanjy calls them the 3-point guys.
Yeah,
Who get
3-point
who
plays.
get 3 points from an accurate cross and a key pass every time.
Successful dribbles if they're not completely offset by dispossessions. As we,
The Zaha effect.
yeah. So yeah, if Kevin can get his shit together.
Yeah. All right, nice. Okay, boys, let's talk about some streamers. I didn't rearrange the list, so I have no idea who got in here first this week. So
You'll know.
all right, so up first, just according to the slides, we've got Dutch.
All right. So first one up is Wesley Fofana from Chelsea. They're playing Wolves. Is that a home game? It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think based on him getting to start with Chalo last weekend and the two guys that started today, I think Hato and Tosin against there's a Karabag.
Yep.
And I think this weekend we'll see Fofana and Chalo start against Wolves, and Fofana is definitely available in most leagues. And I think there's clean sheet potential. I think he actually played quite well last week without the clean sheet. I think he ghosted 11 or 10. So I think it's a good shout if you're looking for like a defender. And Chelsea have, I believe, some good matchups coming up. So could be a guy you can hold for a little while if you missed out on a guy like Chalobah. I don't mind doubling up on Chelsea defenders potentially this weekend either. Wolves have not won a game, even if Chelsea can't beat a team from Azerbaijan. Then I got Somerville. Somerville ghosted quite well. Personally, I was between Matheus Fernandes and Somerville just on pickups and overall this week, and I ended up going with Somerville based on what someone said. They scored about the same, except Somerville didn't need an assist. So I think he'll slot in as he has. He's got like a good amount of straight starts, and they play Burnley this weekend. And I think he should score quite well and has an opportunity to get a goal contribution. And I don't mind Matheus Fernandes as a start either. There's another guy in there. Barnes, I think Gordon will miss out based on just the injury stuff going on even before we have the news. And I think he'll slot in against Brentford. I think he's a good stream, and I think he's probably available in a good amount of leagues. I don't have that number in front of me. And then Callum Wilson, if you're desperate for a forward, I don't mind that stream against Burnley. Yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. All right. I like it. Up next is Ryan.
I was pleasantly shocked that no one took Marino.
Yeah. That's got to be the highlight of the week. That's got to be like the marquee name.
I certainly hope so, but because I picked him up, probably not. Got a brace midweek starting up top. He ghosts a lot better when he's playing midfield because he's just further back and a lot more of the action. When he's up top, he can be a bit isolated, but obviously gives him a lot more chances to score goals like he did midweek. So just keep that in mind. He has a possibility of blanking, but should be in and around the action and hopefully bags a return or two. Sunderland, obviously, we know the defense has been pretty plucky, so they might be a difficult match. But yeah, starting Arsenal number 9, good midweek form. He should be a good punt. We talked about Stack indirectly the entire time. He came in as a sub and scored more than 6 points. Came on for Longstaff, so could be the inverse of what happened before with Longstaff taking over all these sets and Stock's role that we've read the last couple weeks about how Stock's had a niggling injury that's been hampering him for a while. So hopefully this means that he's back. And so I picked him up. So if I see the team sheet and it's Stock and not Longstaff as well, absolute start. If it's both of them, then I feel a little bit more hesitant about it. So something to keep in mind. But either way, I think he's a good stash for the international break. regardless. So hopefully he can get healthy and regain those set pieces. And yeah, I think there might be a bit of rotation this weekend on the Newcastle back line. Char scores the best usually, outside of Dan Burn, as a Newcastle defender. So I think he might be in line for a start, and he scores pretty well. Although they're terrible away from home, so he'd just kind of be relying on his ghost and potential to get a return. But in terms of cover for the Sunday games, he's pretty good. So that's it.
Yeah. And Botman has been miserable. I'm just looking at his numbers. I don't know why people are still rostering him.
I dropped him.
He scored a little bit better early in the season than he did previously. But yeah, I thought that's why I thought that the Char start would happen a lot earlier, because just in real life he's been pretty bad. But
I was convinced it would have come last weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of us thought too.
Yeah, hopefully
with the own goal maybe this weekend, even though he did get the nod in the midweek. He played today in the clean sheet. So
all right. Okay. Nice. Sanjy, you're up next.
So I am just targeting promoted teams this week. West Ham finally got a win under Nuno in the league. So maybe the bounce is happening. So I've gone with both Kilman and Potts. Kilman for the potential clean sheet. He's been ghosting okay, I want to say, despite them conceding. And Potts, man, might be the solution to their midfield woes. Got his first start of the season, got man of the match. He's taking corners. Maybe he's the London Longstaff, if you will. And then my other picks are both Nottingham Forest players. Igor Jesus is a bit of a dicey pick because apparently Wood should be available. That was the last update that I saw. But obviously wait on presses because they play tomorrow evening in the Europa League. And then Savona got his first goal of the season against United. Maybe he's getting a bit of license to go a bit further forward, and just Leeds in general on the road have been diabolical. So I think that's definitely a fixture to target. But yeah, those are my picks.
I love that, man. The Savona, like, it's not often that we try to keep the rostership, whatever the hell you want to call it. We try to keep it low for the streamers. I don't think I've ever seen a streamer at 1%.
Oh, there have been zero heroes at times, man.
That's pretty solid, man. I love that. Yeah, so don't come at us with these players are not available in my league, because damn. Sanjy got you covered right there. All right, Toddy, round us out, brother.
I did the streamers in spirit of the Year of the Defender. All of these guys we've already talked about. Murillo had a game of his season, maybe showing signs of Deitch, doing some Deitch magic. De Ligt, whenever he's not next to Maguire, he still does the business. Got 12, 13 points with 2 goals conceded. Spurs at home are dreadful, so I expect United to steamroll them. And Gusto, we talked about already, with Reece James and all of the other second teamers playing 90 minutes in Karabag. He's almost guaranteed to start, and it's Wolves.
Yeah. The only other thing I was going to mention, should we put Harvey Barnes on this list since we made this before the Gordon injury?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, definitely.
Just a thought. I mean, he's not been great.
What's he rostered at?
48.
Yeah, but I feel like in active leagues he'd be free in like almost all my leagues. I think like people are just reactive. He's not starting. They'll drop him.
Yeah,
It's a Sunday game and they're away, but I still like it.
Yeah. Just a thought. And then wait, Sanjy, you mentioned O'Reilly, but you don't like him for this week.
I mean, it's the last fixture of the game week.
Oh, true.
And it's against Liverpool, who are kind of on form at the moment.
Okay,
so.
fair. Yeah. Okay. I was just looking over some of the players that we talked about, and yeah, he's only 32%. So, but certainly, I mean, you could roll him out this week, but if not, just stash him. I like it. All right, beautiful. Real quick, last question from Bandit, guys. How are we feeling about Morgan Gibbs-White under Dyche? No one is talking about him. Let's be the first.
Much better than before. He was horrific. Early returns look pretty
He
good.
should be decent, right?
He looked good. He looked good against.
I hope so. I don't know,
against
Toddy.
United.
Yeah. I'm optimistic at the very least, but hard to say. Yeah, 19 with the goal. So obviously, what you want to see. I mean, we kind of focus on the 8 that doesn't include that. So a couple key passes. He had a dribble in there. He had 4 aerials. Interesting, but still didn't do a ton. Obviously, the key passes helped to bolster that number. But yeah, I don't know. I'm optimistic.
Yeah, he's not going to be the guy who is going to be like a mid one, but it's not like he was playing on an expansive attacking team last season and he was decent.
Would you trade out? Asking for a friend. Would you trade out Eze for him?
I would.
Yeah, I'd probably take Morgan.
Oh man, I might have to try to do some work. Damn, that's a tough one though, because he's not been the second round pick that he was drafted as.
Nor has Eze been the first round.
Well, this is true. This is true.
I mean,
Yeah.
Morgan's had a rough start to the season. He's on his 3rd manager already.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And remember, he is being kept at Forest at gunpoint.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have a sociopath as an owner.
I mean,
All
maybe
right.
potential manager as well, given rumors. So
Well, yeah. All right. Let's close her down, boys. Thanks, everyone. You guys were amazing. Thanks for joining. Listeners, y'all are the best. We love y'all so much. Thanks for joining us. If you were live with us in chat, all of you are absolutely incredible. Thanks for the company and just the banter and the questions that you like. It's so much fun. Since we went to live streams, over a year ago now, it's just been a blast. It's been an absolute blast. And so thank you to the community for keeping it spicy, keeping it interesting. And then hopefully this makes those of you who listen on podcasts a little bit better too, because some of the listeners are asking questions that you might be thinking yourselves. And you should join us for a live stream. Do it. It's a blast. And the last thing I'll say is get on Discord. That's where all the conversation happens. Gotta get on Discord. Hit us up, DM us if you have any questions on how to get on there. But aside from that, good luck, everybody. We'll talk to everyone soon. Enjoy the international break. We'll be potting one of the weeks of the international break and probably take the other one off. So talk to everyone soon. Cheers. Everyone be well.